My husband gave me the big things of my life because I refused to submit my salary to him. Hmm. Things are happening, oh. Marriage, not be for weak. Marriage, if you no go fit you fit die. Things are happening. Let me read this story, then you tell me your opinion, like your wow comments and the comments wahala. My marriage is 5 years old. I want advice. Most women here that loves their husbands like there is no other. I used to give my husband my business money. Whenever clients want to pay for anything, the money goes into his account. He will decide how to use the money. Third year of our marriage, my business failed. Because he had both capital and profit, I had to look for work. My salary was also paid to his account. Oh, wow. He also decides how to use it. As foolish as I was, I never hide anything from him. I loved him unconditionally, ready to sacrifice everything to make my marriage work. Hmm. What changed me was 6 months into my job. I asked him for money to change my sandals because I had only one. But this man refused. He said he needs money to take his friends out. Wow, your salary is being paid into his account. And you asked him for money to change your sandals. He refused. That he needs money to take his friends out. I was shocked. My head, my hard earned money. Like, what the hell is going on here? I asked myself. Wow. He was very irresponsible, I must confess. But my pastor will always tell me to continue to pray that he would change. Some of these pastors say they have caused more harm than good. This man did not give me the money for the sandals. He was jobless and refused to work because he has because he has a hardworking woman. I started talking to his mom about him. She advised me to stop giving him money. Wow, that woman is a good woman. And also told me to stop paying my salary into his account. Let's see the outcome. The mother-in-law is good. So that particular month, I refused to pay the money to his account. That was when my nightmare begins. He beats the living daylight out of me for not paying the money into his account. I cry out my life. He did not stop there. He became even more irresponsible. He goes to my back to collect money. Well, the man is a little thief. Without my consent. He sleeps out for days, not minding what me and our 2-year-old son would eat. To cut the long story short, he beat me up last year March because I refused to give him money to spray his friend's son during a birthday party. Some men are like that too. They'll even ask you offering in church. They don't like to spend. Truth be told, I was only having 10K with me. I told him. He insisted I give him 6K for it to spray. For him to spray. I asked him how how we will fit till then. Till I'm sorry. I asked him how he will feel and how we will fit till I'm paid at the end of the month. And he said I should not question him. This made me angry because I have a son and I can't starve him. so I refused. Good job. He kept threatening me not to make him angry and go and change the money for him, but I refused. When the pressure was getting too much, I left him at the party and went home. He came home, beat the living daylight out of me, stripped me naked in the compound. Ewo. Thank God our male neighbors were not at home. After the beating, I packed out of my matrimonial home with my son and stayed with a friend. His mom and family came begging. I refused to listen to them. He went to my uncle's place to plead with him so I can come back home. He will assist in the bills in our home. I will only assist with necessary. I will only assist when necessary. He would never raise his hand on me again. Those were his promises. He agreed to the conditions. He went to look for a job and he is taking care of our home. I only assist when necessary. At times, stand on your feet, take a bold step and take that decision. And he has never raised his hand on me till now. He has learned his lesson. This is 1 year and 5 months. I don't love my husband as before. He knows this because I hardly let him touch me, in bracket, sex. He always reassured me that he will make it up for his mistakes. I really want to love him again, but because he is trying. But it's hard, very hard. I want every woman here to learn that I want every woman here to learn. Don't ever let your husband be in charge of your income. That's the story. It's a wow story, and we need wow comments. Before you get married, there are some certain areas that you have to sit and talk with your husband, especially finance, when it comes to finance. And I'm happy because these days, women don't depend on their husbands, they work their own money. Women, most of them are rich, they don't depend on their husbands. Gone are those days when we depend on our husbands. No. These days, everybody is trying to make her own money. So that when the wars come to the wars, if there is glass blows, I'll pack my things and leave with my kids. And do not leave your kids behind. There is this war story of tomorrow. Do not leave your kids behind. Because the next woman will maltreat your kids. Until next time, people, see you for another wow comment with the wow stories. Bye bye.